starting from seated position. So yeah, find your comfortable seated position. Remember, elevate the hips is always a good plan. And like I said, you don't have to sit with cross-legged if you have any issues. Just have your legs in front of you, place a bolster or something under your knees. And the goal here is not just to not have a tension in your hips, but also the spine upright. So work for that. And bring the shoulders up, back and down. Release couple more rounds just to soften the upper spine, the shoulder blades. And let's bring the hands together in Anjali Mudra as you guide the chin slightly back and then slightly down to find that nice length on the back of your neck. With your eyes closed or the gaze lower towards the mat, let's please begin to bring the tension inward towards the breath. Noticing the regular breathing. How to flow free and natural for a few rounds. And then gradually begin to deepen the breath in a way that your breath should feel soft, relaxed, at ease. But you have to bring that quality of being alert, what the breath is doing, how the breath is moving, and especially how is it affecting the state of your mind. This is a good moment perhaps to engage with the Ujjayi breath. Lifting the spine from the crown of the head, find that nice, beautiful space in between each vertebrae. Take a nice inhale and just release your fingers, interlace your fingers gently, straighten the arms forward and straighten the elbows, and then take a deep inhale, lift the chin up. And exhale, round the spine, relax your shoulders and elbows and draw the chin in as you stretch the back of your spine. Take a deep inhale, bring the hands together again into Anjali Mudra. Deep inhale, relax your fingers, interlace the fingers, straighten the arms, elbows, take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, round the spine, belly in. Stretch in between the shoulder blades. Couple breath here. As you feel the opening in between the shoulder blades, and then slowly palms together again into Anjali Mudra. Deep inhale, lengthen the spine, relax your fingers, interlace them. Straighten the arms forward. Exhale, round the spine, belly in, chin in. Couple breaths. Take a deep inhale and the hands to the heart center. Now lower the right hand down towards the floor, extend the left arm up to the sky. Flex the elbows as you press through your left hip, the spine goes to the right. Then lower the left hand down either side of your, both of the right thigh, both hands are there. Flex the elbows, chin to your chest, gently fold over to your right leg. You don't have to go too deep. Remember, we're just warming up the body. Keep the chin slightly tucked in and feel if perhaps the stretching the left side of your neck. Deep breath, inhale, come back to center, walk the hands to the center, walk the hands to the front, flex the elbows, crown of the head pointing towards the mat as you bring the chin to your chest. Deep breath. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and back to center. Hands together, reconnect back with the breath. Lower the left hand down, extend the right overhead. And gently press through your right hip as the spine goes to the left. Guide the right shoulder, elbow back. Feel the stretch in the right side of the torso. Couple breaths. And then slowly lower the right hand down. So both hands are either side of your left leg. Relax your elbows, relax, chin to your chest, front of the head, towards your left knee. Keep the breath slow. In this case, feel the right side of the torso, the right side of the neck as you keep the chin slightly tucked in, stretch, and lift the head slowly, walk the hands to the center, and again, relax your elbows and guide the chin to your chest, and feel the stretch on the back of your neck, the upper spine, in between your shoulders. Take a deep inhale, lift the head, walk the hands as you come the spine into a neutral position. Listen to the crossing of the legs, bring the hands behind you, and place the feet wider than your hips to windshield wiper the legs, side to side. And just let's bring some movement there. And dropping the legs to one side, slowly, gently, let's all meet in all fours, tabletop position, protecting your knees with your blanket or your towel. And let's have the knees wider than your hips and the big toes are touching. Have your wrists under the shoulders, neutral spine. We're going to rock back and forth, so we're going to mobilize the hips and lengthen the spine at the same time. So hips to the heels, relax your elbows, and inhale, rock forward into tabletop. Exhale, move and rock back, and just keep moving forward and back. A few more rounds. And back to center. Now the knees are right under the hips. And we're going to move the hips to the right, towards the heels, to the left, and slightly forward. As you move, make sure that you are bringing some gentleness on your arms, your shoulders and elbows. So it just helps the rib cage to move more and the hips to go deeper. So going back to center, let's reverse and go into the left, towards the heels, towards the right, and forward. 2 or more, 3 rounds, moving the hips. And slowly back to center and moving into child's pose. Elbows down, placing the forehead down towards the floor. If you cannot reach the mat, remember to use a block or make a towel with your fist. Never hold your head and your neck in the air. It's too much work, too much pressure, too much tension building in those muscles. Inhale slowly, let's come back to tabletop position. So from here, let's extend the left leg back, tuck the toes under, press through the heel, stretch calf muscles, Achilles tendon there. And then keep the toes down, bring the right arm by your right ear, nice long spine, and then pick up the foot up, flex the knee, and sweep the right arm into a position. And inhale, straighten the leg, arm by your right ear, flex your left knee and arm into position. Work with balance and movement. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, flex, and with the right hand, try to toe the top of your left foot, guiding the left heel, perhaps closer to your left buttocks, and just work on stretching that left thigh. Keep pressing through the palm to lift the chest so you're not collapsing. Take a deep inhale. Release the right hand down, and now step forward with your left foot. Right knee, slightly up and down. Bring the hands to your left side, and then remember, move the chest away so you can have that nice opening on your right hip flexor. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms out, down, and bring the arms up and overhead. Arms out, back and down. One more. Up and overhead. Back, down, hands towards the floor, straighten the knee, pick up the ball of the foot, and then melt the chest down to your left thigh. Relax your shoulders, keep the breath flowing. Flex your left knee, bring the left knee back, and let's do the same thing opposite side. Extend the right leg back, tuck the toes under, engage the core, bring the left arm by your left ear, and inhale, pick up the right foot up. Take an inhale, flex the right knee, sweep the left arm out into position, straighten the leg arm by your left ear. Exhale, flex, arm in T. Inhale, extend leg and arm. Exhale, flex the knee, arm in T position. Inhale, straighten the leg and arm back, forward. Now flex the knee and reach with the left hand to hold from the ankle or top of your right foot and keep lifting the chest as you guide that right heel close to your right glute. Just feel the stretch. Make sure you don't have the knee out, so your right knee it should be pointing towards the floor. Take a deep inhalation. And release, left hand down, step forward with the right foot, move the left knee slightly back so it's not directly under your left hip, hand to your thighs and gently move the arms away from your thigh. And now we're going to bring the arms back, up, turn the palms up and slowly release the arms down towards the hips. Bring the arms back, up, turn the palms up and slowly release it down. 2 more rounds. Bring the arms up, forward, down, and back. 1 more. Arms up, forward, down, and towards the hips. Hands down to your floor, to your mat. Straighten the legs, move the hips back. Hands to stretch into your chest. Relax your shoulders, release your elbows, and just breathe through this stretch. Nice, deeply. Flexing the right knee, bring the right knee back. Both knees are even under the hips, and we're moving the hips to child's pose to take a few rounds of breath to reconnect back with the inhales and the exhales. Come into table. Now elbows down, under the shoulders, interlace the fingers, tuck the toes under. Let's move the back up into dolphin pose. Pick up the hips, heels towards the floor, crown of the head towards the mat. Take a deep inhale. Stay in position. Exhale, just the knees are going down. Keep the toes tucked. Keep the chin in. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the hips, heels towards the mat. Exhale, knees down. Keep the crown of the head pointing towards the floor. 1 more time. Inhale, press and lift. Press with the heels. Exhale, knees down. Top of the feet flat on the mat. Separate the hands, palms onto the mat. Press and walk the hands under the shoulders to tabletop. And then move to Balasana. Relax. 2 or 3 rounds of breath. Back to tabletop position. Tapping the toes under. Belly goes into the spine. You're hugging the spine with your abdomen. And then slowly pick up knees off the mat. Few inches. Keep a 90-degree. Take a deep inhale. Contract as you exhale. Inhale, you soften the belly. Exhale, you contract. Inhale, soften. Exhale, contract. Knees down, top of the feet flat. Move the hips to the heels. Balasana. Relax your wrist, relax your shoulder. Take a moment. Moving to table, dolphin pose again. Elbows under the shoulders, interlace the fingers, tap the toes under. Working on shoulder strength. Lift the hips, chin to your chest, crown of the head towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, knees down, keep the toes tucked. Inhale, pick up and press with the heels. Exhale, knees down. This is a gentle, beautiful inversion. One more time. Inhale, straighten and press with the heels. Exhale, knees towards the mat, top of the feet flat, separate the hands, press the palms, lift the chest, hands under the shoulders to table, move the hips to Balasana, take fully one breath. Coming to tabletop position, tuck the toes under, engage the core, press knees few inches off the mat. Keep the breath flowing. Inhale, soften, exhale, contract the belly towards the spine. Inhale, soften, exhale, contract. One more. Inhale, soften, exhale, contract, and knees down, top of the feet flat, and then move the hips to the heels, arms down by your side, shoulders melting down towards the floor, and the palms are facing up as you soften and relax your elbows. So you're opening the upper spine in between the shoulder blades. From that position, with the arms down by your side, gently with the neck here, especially if you have neck issues. We're going to rock from the forehead to the crown of the head, lift the hips off the mat, off the heels, and exhale, release the hips down to the heels, relax back to your forehead. From the forehead, inhale, rocking to the crown of the head, move the hips away from the heels, and exhale, down, hips to the heels. One more. Inhale, lift, crown of the head. Exhale, rocking back into the forehead and stop, pause here in Balasana, child's pose. From child's pose, bring hands forward. Let's all move to tabletop position. So from tabletop, let's tuck the toes under, press it into downward dog. Chin to your chest. Bring your left leg back and up. Flex the knee and bring the left knee by your right knee. So keep the chin in and then open the left knee out. And exhale, guide the left knee to meet your right knee. Inhale, open the left knee out. And guide it to the knee. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, and then find a way to bring the left foot in between your hands. So we're coming into high lunge. And from high lunge, rock forward and back. So remember your left knee should be over your left ankle. And rocking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Lower the right hand down by your left foot and open and twist to the left. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Now lower the right heel down. Your left knee is bent. Bring the hands out to the side in T position. Engage the core and slowly let's all come to warrior one. So adjust your hips, especially your shoulders facing to the front of the mat. Your left knee is bent. You're lifting from the crown of the head, your chest finding a nice long spine. Take a deep inhale. Sweep the arms out. Place the hands down to your sacrum as you lower the spine halfway down. Your left knee remains flexed. Engage the core and arms overhead into warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Arms out and back. Place the hands to the sacrum. Exhale with control. Lower the spine halfway down. One more time. Engage the core. Bring the arms overhead. Exhale slowly, lower the chest down, halfway down, bring the hands down. Now lower the hands down towards the floor, spin off the back heel, lower the right knee down towards the floor, bring the left knee to meet your right knee, and let's all move to Balasana, child's pose. Take a few round of breath to catch up with the breath, to slowing down the inhales and the exhales. And gently from here, let's move to tabletop position. So tap the toes under, press downward dog, chin to your chest, and bring the right leg back, flex the right knee, bring the right knee closer to your left knee, chin in, shoulders away from your ears. And inhale, open the right knee up, open the right hip. Exhale, bring the right knee to meet your left knee, keep the chin in. Inhale to open as external rotation of the hip, and exhale, right knee to your left knee. One more. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Now step forward with the right foot. So bring the right foot in between your hands and you are in high lunge. So remember to keep the right knee over to your right ankle and rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Left hand goes down to the mat by your right foot. Inhale to open and twist to the right. And exhale, lower the hand down. Now extend, lower the left heel down. Right knee is bent. Engage the core, arms in T position. Let's all find our way to warrior one, Virabhadasana one. So adjust your hips, shoulders facing to the front of the mat. Right knee is bent, lifting from the chest. And exhale, sweep the arms out. Lower the spine halfway down as you bring the hands to the sacrum. Core and back muscles engagement. Inhale, lift the spine. Bring the arms overhead, warrior one. Exhale, slowly sweep the arms out and back as you gently, with exhale, lower halfway down. A lot of strength here. Engage and lift, coming up into warrior one. Exhale, arms out and back as you lower halfway down. Now hands down, spin off the back heel, lower the left knee down, bring the right knee to meet your left knee, and slowly let's all move back to child's pose. Take a moment here to reconnect back with the breath. From here, slowly, let's find our way to tabletop. Tapping the toes under. This time we're going to press into downward dog and walk the hands towards the feet. Gently find your way to the back of the mat. Remove the blanket if your blanket is in your mat, and have your feet wide as your hips. You are folding forward in Uttanasana. The crown of the head is pointing towards the mat. Gravity is helping you to stretch the spine. Keep the breath flowing. Bring the hands towards the hips. Keep the chin in. Engage the core muscles slowly. Inhaling as we come into Samastiti, equal standing pose, which means we're going to try to level the weight in the front and the back of your feet and the side of your feet. Hands to the heart, elbows by your rib cage. You're standing strong at a mountain's pose. Taking the moment here to breathe through this. And as you exhale, lower the hands down by your heels, rocking into the toes, heels up, heels down, bend the knees, hands to the heart, chair pose. Move the hips to the hips to back. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands by your hips, rocking into the toes. Balance, strength. Exhale, heels down, flex the knee, move the hips back. Imagine you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Inhale, straighten the arms down by your hips, rock into your toes, heels up. Heels down, flexing the knee, Ardha Uttanasana. Keep the muscles, the back engaged. Straighten the legs, hands down by your hips, rocking up. Heels down, flexing the knees, hands to the heart, Anjali Mudra. 2 more rounds. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands down by the hips. heels up, heels down, flexing and lowering. One last, inhale, straighten, belly in, core engage, heels up, heels down, hands to the heart, and slowly straighten and pause. Keep the hands together, keep the breath flowing. Nice deep breath. Lower the hands down by your hips. Let's come standing position. I'll be facing my laptop with the feet wider than the hips. All right, from here, rotate the right foot out, flex your right knee and find that 90 degrees. So notice that my heel is not like this. I'm not flexing my right knee. The heel is right below the knee and you find the 90-degree angle. Hips are facing forward, shoulders are facing forward, so you're not kind of rotating or doing any weird position. The left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Arms to the side, relax your shoulders and turn the palms up as you release the elbows. Take a deep inhale and exhale, try to go a little bit deeper into that flexion. Inhale, hold. Exhale, see if you can go a little bit deeper. One more, inhale. A little bit deeper and then straighten the leg and lower the right hand down to your right shin and extend the left arm up towards the sky. Not lower the shoulder forward. You try to have a nice line with the arms and you are moving the left shoulder back. So the left side of your rib cage is open, nice and long. Take an inhale, flex your right knee, and let's move into the other side of the torso in peaceful warrior. Left hand goes down to left leg, right arm over to right ear as you gently move the spine to the left and feel the opening on those intercostal muscles in the right leg. Take an inhale and exhale, release. Straighten the right leg, turn the right foot forward, shoulders up, back and down, up, down and back. Now bring the left heel in. Remember, shoulders, hips facing forward, arms to the side. Rotate the palms up to relax your shoulders. Flex your left knee. Find the 90-degree angle. Make sure you're not collapsing the knee in. Your knee is over to your left ankle. Stay here. Take an inhale. Exhale. See if you can go a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale. A little bit go deeper. Inhale. Exhale deeper. Straighten your left leg, lower left hand down to left shin, and the right arm goes up and slightly back. So make sure you're not rotating the shoulder forward and you have that nice line and opening. Both legs are strong. You feel the opening on the right side of the rib cage. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, flex the left knee and let's go to peaceful warrior. Left arm over to your left ear. Flex the elbow, relax your left hand. And your left knee is bent. So the spine is moving slightly to the right, so it's a lateral stretch. You're breathing. Nice, long, sweet breath. And slowly straighten the leg, rotate the left foot forward, flex your right foot, one step to meet your left foot, hands together. Let's reconnect back with Samastiti and the breath. Gently lower the hands down by your hips. So let's come into, we prepare a little bit for this one, King Dancer. So we don't have to go into the full pose, but this is a wonderful balanced pose. So you have your weight on your right leg, your right foot, you engage the core, bend the left knee and reach with your left hand to hold the top of your left foot and guide the left knee towards your right knee. So you don't want to bring the knee out, keep both hips even, find a place where you can focus your gaze. And then you can bring the right arm up and overhead. Relax your shoulders back and down. Release from the chest. Keep the breath moving in control. with attention and intention. One more breath. Then lower the right hand down, lower the left foot down, and let's have some movement on the right leg to release ankle, knee on that leg. So now the weight goes on your left leg, hands to your waist first, feel the breath, engage the core, engage your left leg, and when you're ready, flex your right knee and grab the top of your right foot with your right hand. Guide the right knee close to your left knee, lift from the chest, engage the core, find a place where you can focus your gaze, and when you're ready, bring your left arm up to the sky and reach through those fingertips. Your breath is flowing, sweet, in control, even and alert. One more breath. Lower the hand down, lower the right foot down, and let's move your left leg, your left ankle, both directions, and let's all come to the back of the mat. With the feet under the hips, we're going to inhale and float down forward now. Nice long spine. Notice the space in between each vertebrae. Exhale, swan dive, Uttanasana, hands down towards the floor, release the spine. Bring the hands below your knees, coming to halfway up into the flat back. And exhale, lower the hands down towards the floor. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. So we're going to go from downward dog, lower the knees down towards the floor, and then flex the elbows, rock your chest forward, engage the core, and gently lower the chest, lower the belly, straighten the legs. Arms down by your side, rotate the head, and it's time to take a mini break here with this reverse Shavasana. Your palms are facing up, your elbows are slightly flexed, and you are breathing. Rotating the head to the opposite direction. Bring the forehead towards the mat. Place the hands under the shoulders and let's find our way to a Sphinx pose. So Sphinx pose, notice that elbows are right under my shoulders. The hands, the arms are parallel. My legs and my feet are together. So here the idea is not just collapse. We are engaging those back muscles and we're lifting the spine first forward and then up. Don't drop the head. Don't overflex. Keep your neck neutral. Gaze towards the floor. And keep breathing. Take a deep inhale. Just concentrate on not releasing those muscles. So you just inhale and exhale. Noticing how activated they feel. Middle back, lower back. Opening the front of the chest. You're free. If you notice you are gently letting go, again, press, activate and lift. Nice deep breathing. Again, notice if you are letting go and lift a little bit harder, higher. Take a deep inhale and exhale gently. Release the chest down. Place the hands under the shoulders. Press and lift the chest, the pelvis, flex the knee, and let's all move to child's pose to counterbalance that back bend. Just relax any tension in your lower back. You can swing the hips from side to side if it feels right for you. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and let's come to a seated position before we go down towards the floor. Let's work on the head a little bit, the neck and the shoulders. Bring the shoulders up, back and down, up, back and down, up, back and down. Right arm goes up, flex the elbow, right hand to your left ear. Release left hand down here, relax your left shoulder, and as you exhale, slowly the right ear goes to the right shoulder. Just breathe. And release. Place the hand on the back of your head, rotate the chin somewhere in between right shoulder and the sternum. Take a deep inhale and exhale, guide the chin to your right collarbone. Get back to center, both hands to the back of the head, elbows in. Exhale, chin down to the chest. Get back to center, lower the right hand down, place your left hand to your right ear, inhale, and exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Get back to center, place your left palm to the back of the head, rotate the chin somewhere between left shoulder and sternum. Exhale, the chin goes down to left collarbone. Release, head back to center, last one. Both hands to the back of the head, elbows in, upper spine, right chin to the chest. Release, head back to center, hands to your thighs, nod your head yes. Shake your head no. And slowly return the head back to center. Let's all find our way to the front of the mat. Keep your blanket or towel handy because when we go down, we want to protect your head and your neck, especially with the feet wide as your hips. Let's come into a little farmer's pose. So have your arms to the outside of the knees and the chin to your chest. And even though we're rounding the spine, we're again creating that opening in between the shoulder blades and the back of your rib cage. Chin slightly tucked, keep stretching the neck. Take a deep inhale, flatten the spine. Exhale, round the spine, chin in. Just feel the opening again. Inhale, flatten the spine. Last exhale, round the spine, farmer's pose, chin to your chest. Lift the spine, and it's all going down slowly towards the floor. Hands to your knees, rounding the spine. Gently lay down, one verb at a time. Lower the head to the mat or towards your blanket. And gently, with the knees bent, rock your head from side to side. And place your left foot on top of your right thigh. Grab from the hamstrings with both hands. And we're going to inhale, extend the right leg up. Flex the knee and lower. IT band stretch, but mobilization of the knee as well. Straighten the leg up. Flex and lower. Inhale, leg up. Flex and release. One more, inhale, up. Flex and relax. Hold in position, keep the chin in. Lower the right foot down, half happy baby. Grab the outside of the foot or the outside of the leg, guide the thigh away, on the side of the left rib cage, and just come into your half happy baby. And slowly straighten your right leg, bring the left foot and place the left foot on top of your right knee. With your right hand outside of your left knee and the left arm in the position, take a deep inhale. Exhale, gently twist that, twist the spine, bring the left knee toward the right. Don't go too deep. Just a twist, but you don't have to go super, super deep. And back to center. Keep your left knee bent. Right foot or right ankle goes on top of your left thigh, below your knee. Reaching with those hands to grab the back of the hamstring. Inhale, straighten your left leg up. Flex and lower. Chin in. Inhale, leg up. Flex and release. Two more. Inhale, straighten. Flex and down. Last one. Inhale, straighten up. And flex and release. Now straighten and hold in position. And then release. And let's do half happy baby. Grab the outside of your right foot or the leg. Make sure you're guiding the right thigh outside of the rib cage. Keep the hips even and breathe through your half happy baby. And straighten your left leg, place the right foot above your left knee with your left hand outside of your right knee and the right arm into position. We're going to inhale, and as you exhale slowly and deep, we're going to guide that right knee to the left. Slowly back to center. Let's come into the full happy baby with it holding from the feet or the outside of the legs. It is wider than the hips. Chin to your chest and just breathe through this. Lower the feet down, wide as your mat. Let's do some windshield wiper movement here. Walking the legs to one direction and the head goes into the opposite direction. Just few movements here, mobilizing. And gently back to center. Pick up the feet off the mat, 90-degree angle, arms in deep position. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, slowly twist to the left, all the way down. You can use maybe the left hand to guide your right knee closer to left knee. Pick up the head of the mat, turn it over to your right side. Hold in position. Breathe through your twist. Deepen the inhales and the exhales. Engaging the core, release the knee, and bring both legs back to center. Lower the feet down, pick up the spine, align your spine, and then gently release it down towards the floor. Feet off the mat to the 90-degree angle. Take a deep inhale and exhale, twist to the right. Guiding perhaps the left knee closer to your right knee to tip it the twist. Pick up the head and turn it over to the shoulder. Please engage the core, gently bring both legs back to center. Lower the feet down with the knees bent, feet wide as your hips, taking up the spine into a high bridge to make sure your spine is in line. Take an inhale, gently lower down towards the floor. Hug yourself, release your lower back, bring the thighs into the chest. Head off the mat, forehead to your knees. Head down, feet down, walk the feet wide again as a mat, arms into position, some windshield wiper movement again, rocking from side to side. And slowly back to center. Now straighten both legs to both corners of the mat, turn the feet out, slide the arms down, not just close to your hips, but you want to have a space between the hips and the arms, allowing the shoulders, the chest to drop. You are now in your final pose, Shavasana. So any adjustment to make there to feel really comfortable. I'm going to guide you through deep relaxation. All right, so your eyes are closed. Your shoulders and chest are open. Your palms are facing up. This is your, besides the practice you just did, this is your personal gift of self-care. We round throughout the day. We never stop, except when we sleep. This is a moment we can consciously be aware of the body, the mind, the breath, giving the chance to release and let go. You can feel the back of your head in touch with the mat. You can feel the upper spine, the middle spine, and the back of your arms and the top of your hands gently releasing towards the floor. You can be aware of your sacrum, back of the hips, glutes, and hamstrings softening towards the floor. And then there are your calf muscles and your heels as well, gently resting on top of your mat. Be aware of those specific places on the body that you can feel the ground beneath you supporting you. And there are those spaces, the natural curvatures of the spine, such your cervical spine and your lumbar spine. But then we have the spaces beneath your knees and your ankles. sides. The front of the body has a left side and a right side. So be aware of the right side first. From the right foot, go all the way down, shin, right knee, right thigh, right side of the hip, right rib cage, right chest, your right arm, and the right side of your face. Pause there and be aware of that part of the body, the right side of the body. And you're going to do your best to consciously soften it and then trying to relax that right side. And perhaps after a few more on a breath, just noticing and being aware of your right side, you can shift the direction to your left side and notice if there is any difference. And then bring your awareness to your left foot, left ankle, left shin, left knee, thigh, left side of the hip, your left rib cage, your left arm, and left side of your face. And take a moment to appreciate that left side as well, because perhaps you are a right-handed person and everything is happening in your right side. If this is the case, be there, be aware, and be grateful for that left side. Noticing the difference between left and right, right and left. Taking the moment to give love, gratitude, appreciation to both sides of your body, to both sides of your brain. Slowly take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Gently rock your head from side to side as you wiggle the toes, the fingers. With your next inhale, the arms coming overhead as you reach through the fingertips, as you point the toes. Nice long space, grow taller. Pencil stretch. And another inhale. And deep exhale, flex the knee, hug yourself, and gently roll over to one side. Pause there. Take a moment. Head comes last. Let's all sit together with the hands close to our hearts. Noticing the spine, And going back again to the breath. We notice our body right and left. Now we go inward to our lungs and to our breath. And let's visualize the lungs receiving in the air in, and visualize the lungs expelling the air out. Visualize your lungs healthy, pink, strong, doing the job to keep us alive. And as we breathe in and out, we take the time to thank our lungs and the miracle of the breath. I take the time here to be aware of the body, of the breath and the mind. Noticing the difference between the beginning of this hatha practice and this very moment. And whatever the change is that happened in the body, the mind, if it's a good and positive one, let's all try to do our best to keep this positive, good feeling a little longer after we end this practice. Just let's be aware a little bit longer of the good feelings in the breath, in the mind, in the body. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We are asking for peace, peace and more perfect peace. We are asking all together for peace within ourselves, for peace with our relationships. And we're asking all together for peace, peace and more perfect peace in our world. And I thank you all very, very much for being here today practicing yoga. Namaskar.